teams really do play tense on stage and big games in general. So we like to kind of attack the players who, kind of play nervous and aren't as confident in themselves to really make big plays, shoot tough shots, gamble on defense. So we want to make those players, make a play. We want to force them to get out of their comfort zone. So as the point guard, I do a lot of pregame prep, like to prepare Jerron and Connor, what the other team's going to do offensively, defensively. I take a lot of pride in that. And for us, we make sure that, we're going to be the most prepared team at all times. And that's
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come up, and before we...
Thanks very much. Now,
isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And that one is good.
Well, that's just stellar concentration from the talented forward. Marcus Morris effective at keeping his balance on these tough finishes.
And it's Brown missing. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Westbrook passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, superb awareness from Russell Westbrook. Understands where the gaps in the defense, almost impossible to check in the pick and roll.
Here's Brown, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Down low and stolen by Williams. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
And the Celtics with possession here. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the paint, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
George finds Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Westbrook against Tatum. The shot's good. And that's now 6 points for Marcus Morris.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from Russell Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Tatum's got 5 now.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
No good on that one. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Here's Williams, and the rejection by Zubac.
Robert Williams.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Smart on the wing. The pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. 8 points for him.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And a new group in for the Celtics. Mike Muscala is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Brogdon, he's checked in for Brown. And it's White in for Marcus Smart. Los Angeles calls timeout. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Zubac, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yep, it counts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Westbrook passes to Zubac. Back to Westbrook. Back to Zubac. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night. Tatum on the wing. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Great scorers need easy opportunities to pile up those points. Tatum above the rim and the nice finish. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 6-point game. And White with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Brogdon. And it's sent back by George.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
And it's sent back by White. Brogdon right side to the middle. Here's Muscala. And that one is hammered home.
A great job to kick it back and create the easy one.
That's the unselfishness you want to see. To try and score consistently, you have to work together.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Tatum. He's got 7. And he drives in, lays it up, and banks it in. Tatum's got 9.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Boston.
16, the Celtics. 26. Here we go, boys.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Paul George huddling out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Gordon in at the 2-guard.
Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
Outside Westbrook. Basket counts. 6 points for him.
Well, Russell Westbrook, over the history of his career, has always thrived near the basket. That is beautifully done.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
Williams kicks to Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And doors with Tatum and Brown. If they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Gordon. Passes it to Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Batum attacking, and Batum throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused Nick.
Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Celtic lead.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann. Finished off the break. Mann's got his first points in this one.
Terrific activity from Paul George. Sticks his long arms in and mucks up the passing lanes.
Knocked loose. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Island's checked in.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. Lets it go with a three. Island misses. Boston leading by 5. Floats one. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Clippers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
It's really clear to me that Marcus Morris has an unshakable belief in his ability to score at will.
1:12 left now here in the second. Outside, White. And White with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the Clippers call time here. And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. Well, there's a high IQ when you're talking about Marcus Morris. And in pick and roll sets, he is understanding how to get what he wants.
Morris against Williams. Back to White. No one near him. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Westbrook kicks to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Tatum.
Jason Tatum committed to adding strength and adding weight, and now the ability to finish through contact so evident.
White against Westbrook. From down in the low post, it goes. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And some good action through the first.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And Jack, your take on the Clippers?
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was drawing up the second half.
And now with the second half.
Please give a big round of applause.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the floor for Boston, the post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after him on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high percentage 2-point looks. Well, you see the elite nature of Paul George's game. Make a steal on one end, finish with authority on the other.
Brown feeling out a bit. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 18 points for Jason Tatum.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
How confidently is Russell Westbrook pulling the trigger off the screen? This guy understands how to take advantage.
Tatum passes to Horford. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in for Paul George. Williams finds Tatum. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Westbrook passes to Batum, and the dunk by Batum. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Time called here, and the Celtics decide to talk it over.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue. But that's going to change soon.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And George is subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Williams dishes to Horford. Loads it up for Williams. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Smart against Westbrook. Takes it inside. Excellent D there from Williams.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Outside, Horford. And Westbrook, here we go.
Boy, you love how Westbrook takes off on the drive. A physical guard who welcomes the contact.
Looking to hopefully get something to drop for him at the line, missing badly in this game so far.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Tatum. Beyond the arc. Hauser misses. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Morris. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Here's Hauser, covered by Morris. Pass to Smart. Clock at 6. So off the run. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Powell with the ball. Westbrook, no good. Celtics trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's Pritchard. That shot missing. Excellent D there from George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Robert Covington subbed in for Morris. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's White in for Marcus Smart. Now here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Westbrook. And Plumlee kicks to Covington. Another shot. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Right side, Westbrook. Back to Plumlee. To the inside. Williams with the steal. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
Celtics making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. Over to the left wing. Back to Brogdon. The Celtics working the ball around now. Unloads from 13. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, Terrence Mann.
"17 seconds left to play in the third. And it's White missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Gordon, the pass to Covington. Back to Gordon. Shoots over White. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Los Angeles. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Mann in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Mann gets the bucket.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Leonard with the steal. Platoon passes to Highland. Leonard, no luck. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Celtics also making a change. Horford's checked in. Smart finds Tatum. Now here's Williams. Plumlee with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way on up the court. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Clippers?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight. willing to run the floor.
Smart, wide open, he fires. No good from outside. Clippers leading by 6. Pass to man. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Back to Plumlee. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Smart kicks to Williams. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Now Westbrook. Inside, Plumlee. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
So for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And it's Paul George in for Powell. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. His demeanor was not one of the coach's team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thanks, David. And Brown throws it down.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Jason Tatum under duress. Big moment, no problem.
Westbrook dishes to Plumlee. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Plumlee's got 6 here in this quarter.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Tatum passes to Williams. Count that one. 15 points for Williams.
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
In the corner, George with it. And it's Westbrook missing. Celtics trail by 5.
Remaining in the game.
Westbrook with the steal. Up top, Plumlee. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Smart, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Leonard kicks to Morris. Back to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Williams with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Smart leading the charge. Westbrook with it. Out guarded by Smart. Plumlee the pass to George. Uses the glass to finish the way. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Well, this is a problem for the defense right now because you've allowed Paul George to get comfortable. And when he's comfortable, he's unguardable. Now, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
The Clippers again turning it over.
Celtics basketball.
Here's Tatum. There's 57 seconds left in the game. Off target from outside.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Marcus Smart. Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
Westbrook with it. 6 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
It's the first that increases their lead to 6.
This guy is not only incredibly talented, but Russell Westbrook has been a tireless worker, almost obsessive in improving his craft.
Here's Williams. The layup missed. And so they foul intentionally.
Robert Williams. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Russell Westbrook.
So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Clippers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White.
We know that Russell Westbrook isn't afraid to mix it up inside. He knows how to get defenders to hit him on these opportunities.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
So the Clippers with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. PG, congratulations coming into the game. What was the focal point?
Defense. I mean, we still allowed too many points. We got to get better on defense. That was the emphasis coming into today. Defense. It's an area we got to improve. But tonight, our offense got us over the hump.
Any way you get the dub is the good way, so congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Kodak